All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, or anglers of all ages? Who else is out fishing? Came out, did some more minor little repairs to the John boat, trying to stop a. It had between the deck that I'm sitting on and the actual aluminum of the boat, there was a gap. Water was getting in whenever I was underway, so I had to put some sealant in between there. Couldn't really wait for it to dry, super dry, but it got tacky, so I said, you know what? It's already starting to dry up a little bit. It's time to get out. My friend Hector, who I tagged in the video, Hector's already out. Hector told me to come out. The bite was getting good at midday, so I decided to come out, and I hit a 6-pounder, which I'll be posting up the pictures. I was on my personal page, and I thought I was on my group page, and I hit them live on that. So I will try. I think I shared the video over. I'm not sure if I did, but if I did, and it does go through because of the music, I normally listen to music when I'm out fishing, and the music started when the live started for some reason. So Facebook has its copyright claims on everything. But if you're out fishing, let me know. I want to know who else out there on my page is also fishing, or even came out fishing at all today. If you're definitely out fishing right now, I want to put you on the picture. Basically, try and bring you in on the picture live while you're fishing, almost like you would see like a simulcast. You're doing your thing, I'm doing my thing. Me and Hector were doing it once before. I'm actually trying to achieve something. I did not hit my 6-pounder on a Whopper Plopper. I hit him on a Carolina rig, naked swimmer, down deep, down in about 15 feet of water coming over the grass. So I told Hector, I said, I'll do the same thing on this very, very light micro tackle. Let's see if I can hit something big, throwing a Whopper Plopper across the top, and see if I can battle them in, since the water's pretty clear. It's not a lot of, it's no hydrilla, but it's that deep water. Trying to think of the actual grass that it's called. It's not the stringy grass. It's that almost looks like flowers underneath, or almost like bushes, I guess you could say. But if you're out fishing, thinking about going out fishing before the storm was a great idea. The barometric pressure was dropping, and it was dropping steady, not fast. So I decided to go ahead and come out. I was just going to dedicate the day to doing some boat repairs and then doing some other stuff tomorrow. And then trying to do some saltwater tomorrow. But I figured, hey, let me get the boat out. At least let me get it ready for saltwater. I can do my pond hopping stuff, but going out in saltwater, I gotta have, motor needs to be one pull start for me. So I would, make sure my gas mixture is right and everything else like that. So when I was pulling up, somebody else was pulling out from where Hector was. Josh, I don't know if that was you or JR, but he said it was a great truck. I know JR has the silver, silver or gray Colorado? No, Colorado. It's a Silverado. So, and it had 2 green kayaks on the back. So I assumed I thought it was JR and Josh, but I guess they had already left. Either way, if you guys are still out fishing, if you are fishing, Josh, hit me up, let me know. I love to bring you in on it, and bring you in on the live. Right now, I'm just going around the edge with this Whopper Plopper to see what I can hit. I also hit another little dink that probably had his lips ripped like 6 times. His hinge on his jaw was ripped so bad that it was unhinged and it started to heal back together. And I hate that I hooked him. Actually, I really do hate that I hooked him, because it unhinged his jaw all over again. But I will get back to the deep drop action again. The one that I hit was actually, let me see, can't see what it says. Josh, Went out earlier, fiance, caught a few, nothing bigger than 2 pounds. Oh, man. Yeah, no, but I mean, it's gotten better. The more the clouds and the storm came closer, it actually has gotten better. I got out here and it was dinks chasing everything I was throwing, and now I'm starting to see the bigger ones come out of the grass, and they're cruising around the top of the grass, you know, with their nose down in the grass. I guess I presumably trying to hit stuff off the top of the grass, but hopefully it still stays good up until the storm comes. The storm is already down around, according to Weather Channel. Hold on, let me get it so you guys can see me. The Weather Channel says that it's already down by St. Cloud, and I'm down here by Lake Nona. And it does look like it's right on the edge of me, but I'm still going to stick it out up until, look at it, now the top water's going crazy, but they're all dinks over there. I wish I had a GoPro, guys, so you can see what I'm seeing. Or at least, I think they sell a chest plate for my my S9. A chest strap, but maybe put my phone on or some way to prop it up so you can see me in what I'm looking at. Oh, man. Well, that fucked it up. The wind has switched directions. I was on this side of the lake. It was actually pretty windy. It was pushing me north, coming out of the south, and now it looks like it's coming more out of the east. It's coming out of the west, blowing east. So I'm not really going anywhere now. But man, I definitely hope everybody else is out fishing. Everybody who I know is, you know, follow the page. I know there's like 890 something people that follow it, that are in the group. But I hope for the anglers, the fishermen that actually do fish, I hope you got a chance to get out. For those who are in other states, I hope you do get a chance to get out when you get a chance. Because I honestly felt like now that the pressure of everyone being out isn't the same, it's almost like the fish know, like the pressure's been relieved for a couple weeks, so they've been actually more active. Not only here, but on a couple places closer to home, fishing has been a little bit more active. Hold on, let me set that. There you go. But yeah, just a good day to get out and enjoy everything. The boat has been good to me. Just little stuff going on, you know, stuff that a used John boat comes with. I could probably move all of this stuff over to a newer hull, but at the same time, this was just so I could get out fishing, so I can no longer have to stay on land and be stuck or confined. The engine runs good. The trolling motor has crazy torque. It's 40. It's probably way overboard for this boat. It's 48 pounds of thrust, and I never put it up to 5, because when you put it at 5, you're damn near, it feels like you're running an electric motor at high speed. It pulls the boat pretty fast. But been enjoying myself coming out, getting invited out by more people now that I actually got a boat. You know, I've had people invite me out to the chain of lakes to try and get out there more, because before, you know, I could only go to the chain, but I could only do so much around the lake that I could confine to a certain area. I think I need to go back to the deep drop. I haven't gotten not a single whack, a swing, or anything. And on my personal page, like I said, I had just said, oh, here comes the rain. I see raindrops. I'm gonna switch back to the deeper bite. I don't think my little Whopper Plopper open challenge that I told Hector I would do, that I would get something on that micro. I don't think that's gonna work. So hey, for the guys that are watching me, I'm gonna ask probably a silly question. You guys know more than I do, and because I don't know it all. So one thing I was trying to clarify of what is Carolina rig, what is Texas rig. So my understanding when I was growing up, watching other people, of course, TV, Sunshine Sports, stuff like that, Bill Dance and those, I always was told or always understood that if you use something like this, where the weight does not stop right directly at the nose of the bait, that was considered Carolina rig. And whenever the weight stops directly in front of the bait, like if I was to use no stopper, nothing stop it, that would be Texas rig. Me and Hector were having a conversation, and he was saying that it actually had to do with how you rig the hook, not actually the weight itself. But whether this is called any rig or at all, this has been working for me. I've actually had the heavier weight. It's not tungsten. I forget what it is. I think it's not a 3/8. I think it's a half ounce. I think it's a half or a 3/4 ounce weight. The heavier weight has been working because I punched through the grass, but then I have it about 18 inches away from the actual bait. So when I go into deep drop water, the weight punches through to the bottom. Meanwhile, the bait flutters to the bottom slowly. It has that gap in between, and they've picked it up right as soon as I feel like the weight is already on the bottom, and maybe the bait is still swimming down slow, and then I'll feel the bass like run in and scoop it up. You know, I'm not even clear on what if that's Carolina, Texas, or maybe I got both things. Maybe that's all wrong altogether. The big bass that I caught, Josh, was 6 flat. It was 6 pounds flat. By eyesight in the video, I called it a 10 because how fat and wide she was. She felt like her stomach was big and droopy, but it was empty. Like I pressed in a little bit when I was taking the pictures to see if I could feel if she still had eggs, and she was totally empty. So I took her back on to the side of the lake where I caught her, right where I caught her at, and I re-released her so that way she can get back on bed if she is, or you know, maybe the male is guarding, but either way, released her back on her side of the lake to try and make better headway. I don't see any lightning, so as long as I don't see any lightning, I'm gonna stay out. That's always the biggest deal for me. And play it safe with the lightning, the rain, I don't care. That's probably the only stipulation to trying to do anytime, any kind, is that doing anytime and all weather fishing, you know, you always got to abide by lightning. It'll kill me. The rain won't kill me. You know what I mean? But anybody else out there? Let's see. Junie, hey, how's it going? Loca, how you doing? I'm also gonna try to get more into YouTube. I upload videos for now, but I'm gonna get a GoPro, hopefully before Father's Day, before my birthday, and start really take off on uploading what I can from the boat. Try and trim the videos down to more action and not so much like my Facebook lives. I do my Facebook lives because I actually want that interaction with you guys, because I want to talk. I want to know, you know, if other people went out, what else you might have done, or if you still plan on going out. I'm gonna have the boat on a trailer pretty much all weekend, hooked to the truck, so I will definitely be going more than just today. Whether it be fresh or salt will vary. Actually, me and Mike have been going to a place that supposedly is so brackish that the snook and the bass in the jacks and the tarpon are all capable of living in the same brackish water. A guy said he caught a snakehead and everything up in the area. I didn't see it. He didn't have pictures. I can't really speculate whether or not it was real or not. But that's always another possibility for the weekend, or weekday. Today's Saturday, so you know, whatever Sunday may bring. I'm hoping Sunday's weather is a little bit better. I don't mind this as far as the rain, but you know, I wouldn't mind overcast with wind with no rain. That'd be great. Normally when I go out, you know, I don't burn up, but anybody else I bring out with me tends to burn up out in the sun. I could do about, well, back in my, I guess you could say, better days or younger days, I used to probably do about 3 days without burning up. 3 straight days of fishing saltwater, actually, offshore. I would go in and out, in and out, in and out, and probably about on the 4th day, my nose would start to get dry as hell, and I was starting to feel like I was starting to burn up. What's going on, guys? who's actually watching? Comment below if you're actually watching. And if you are going fishing, what area do you fish in? What city or state? I know I got a lot of people on here who not necessarily. I wanted to try and make it all Florida, but wasn't possible. I enjoyed talking to people from other states. I think Judenpour. Or I think I said his name right, last name right. I know he's in like Tennessee. He was talking about moving down this way. I don't know if he ever did. But if you're fishing, comment where you're from. If you're not, if you're viewing, just comment where you see this. I want to see how far my videos and how far my lives reach everybody as far as viewing scale across. Is it regional? Is it people that are seeing these advertisements? Like, basically, I'm asking if the group pops up as an advertisement. If this is your first time seeing the video, or your first time seeing my group, did Facebook suggest it to you, or did I add you, or who added you to the group? That's kind of what I wanted to know, because I want to try and build the group more to be. I want it to be more, more than just me. I've titled it Anytime, Any Kind, but it's not just myself. It's not just about me fishing. I wanted to get you guys in on it too, especially while everybody's in quarantine and fishing is essential. You can. You absolutely can go fishing. Nobody can turn you away and say, you can't go fishing. Well, states should vary, let me say that. But in Florida, you can fish. The state and county boat ramps are a whole nother story in question, but ultimately you can fish. Whether or not they have them open, it's pretty much been by county. But for the most part, nobody has bothered myself. I've had sheriff get behind me. I've had FWC pull up alongside me. Nobody has said, hey, don't go fishing. Essential is essential, right? Who's that? Steve O? Steve O's out of Kissimmee. What's going on, Steve? Steve, do you fish the Kissimmee area? Or are you just somebody wants to get into fishing? You guys want to get into fishing more, or what? I know for me, I'm blessed enough to be able to work a job where I work 3 days out of the week. So I have 4 days to do a lot more stuff. Not always fishing, but I'm going to try to this summer, especially now that I got the boat. I don't have, like I said, now I got the boat. I feel like it opens up that window of opportunity to be able to just slide right into the water, get out there and, get, even if I got an hour or two or 2 or 3 hours, that's more water I can cover that I can never cover on land. There's no way I could cover all of that on the same. I see Hector headed back to the truck. I don't know if the rain is scaring him away. I think I hit straight mud on that shit. On that. Trying to see if I can hit one on this live. I hit a 6-pounder on my personal page. Trying to see if I can get one on the group. So far, it's been only the Dinkin, that 6-pounder. I'm trying to come off the edge of the grass into the deeper water, and then bounce it along the way. Let it dive down as I hit the edge of the grass, trying to let it dive down and swim down, and then bring it up and down my 1, 2, 3s and my 1s and 2s on the way down until I hit the bottom, and then I basically just pop it all the way up. But there's some pockets even in this pond. I'm clocking at probably anywhere from 15 to 20 feet deep that I've had to actually let line back out coming off the grass. Had to open the spool back up to let it drop to go all the way back down. Who else is watching me? Philip, what's going on, buddy? I know you probably got the ribs going. You got the ribs and chicken going on the grill. It make my mouth water every time I see those posts. I keep wondering when you're going to come bring those talents to Orlando so I can and get a taste of your cooking. I don't think I've ever tasted it. I've had the opportunity. I thought you moved to Orlando, matter of fact. And then I guess you were just in town that weekend. But man, I see your crab legs post. I see your ribs and your chicken and stuff, and all your chef creations. I'm always wondering, damn, gotta get a plate of that. Whenever I come down that way, I'm definitely gonna stop down and get a plate of that. But man, look at that. It's a lot of action up in the shallow water, but it's a lot of grass to walk through. I can't seem to, because I am throwing such a heavy weight, the minute I make an impact on the grass, I am literally in it all the way. Let me see something here. So I know for my bass anglers, you guys are probably saying, what in the world? And I've always talked about this. I always get looked at crazy. The fact that I use a saltwater round reel, even for my bass fishing. It just fits my hand. You know, feel like it fits my hand better. My thumb falls in perfect place. I try and use, like, I've used Hector's reels before, which are more like the bass setup with a low profile. And I feel like I'm grabbing the whole reel. So I never like that feeling. Like I'm always fumbling it with my fingers for some reason. And with this, it's like a fitted grip, even though, you know, it's not customized to me. It just fits my hand. Gotta make an open water cast and see what's out there. Hector's pounding the east side. And I am trying to loop around it at least once. I haven't completed an actual lap around. I've been doubling back to try and see if I missed anything. The only back jaw to me using this round reel is that I normally had the Abu Garcia C3 reels, but when they went to the C4, I got the C4 reel, but the C4 reel is a 6.3 to 1. My C3, which I also have on the boat, is a 5.1. It's not a big difference, but for what I'm used to, it takes some used to getting to. Get used to, I should say, that I don't have to put in that many cranks to move the bait through the water. Like I have to catch myself sometime and slow it down because of that. But you know, also something, you know, for the guys who fish Kissimmee, how's Shingle Creek been doing? I rode by Shingle Creek and I seen they put a sidewalk along the way, and I didn't know if people were launching from it, kayaks. A lot of people launching kayaks closer off of John Young. So I said, I wonder if they're launching kayaks now, and if they're able to make it all the way down to oh, this is a deep hole here. There we go. Yeah, if you guys are able to fish Shingle Creek on a kayak, and how far can you make it down without running into cypress? You know, I know cypress grow along that way, along that whole entire creek. But I know Shingle Creek dumps into Lake Toho and then cuts through Lake Toho and then turns into Canoe Creek. Canoe Creek then flows all the way to Okeechobee, north side of Okeechobee. But so far out here in the center of the lake, nothing. So I'm going to cut this short. Maybe I'll come back live with a couple more pictures. But if you see the video, like I said, comment below on the video. Let me know how far, where you fish at or where you're from. Just trying to see the scope and scale of how far my videos reach. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for tuning in.